Fuel supply disrupted in 15 districts as Khulna workers enforce strike. BNP Jamaat don't do politics for people's welfare, kill people in movements named as PM. Government snatches people's rights to vote for Kultel Sylhet rally. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nusrat Islam welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Fuel supplies to 10 districts in Khulna and 5 in Faridpur were disrupted on Tuesday as oil tanker workers here launched an indefinite strike over an attack on one of their union leaders. The strike began around 8 a.m. as the tanker workers refused to refill or transport oil from Podda, Meghna and Jamuna depots, demanding the arrest of assailants who attacked their union leader on Monday. Meanwhile, a case was filed against 2 men and 12 unidentified people at the Khalishpur police station in connection with the assault, following a complaint from the victim's brother on Monday night, said Mohammad Kamal Hussain, the officer in charge. On Monday, around 12 p.m., some people attacked Alamin, the line secretary of the Tank Lorry Workers Union in the Kashipur Banglar More area. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today said her government is planning to introduce primary treatment services for burn patients at Upazila level. The Prime Minister said this while inaugurating the 6th International Conference titled Plastic on 2022 of Society of Plastic Surgeons of Bangladesh at Sheikh Hasina National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery through an online platform from her official residence, Ganabhavan. She said the government is considering launching the treatment services at the Upazila Hospital. Sheikh Hasina stressed the need for a public awareness campaign over the use of flammable substances and the first aid in case of burn injury. The Prime Minister also came down heavily on the BNP Jamaat alliance for what she said, burning people dead in the name of movement in between 2013 and 2014. She expressed doubts whether BNP and Jamaat do politics for the welfare of the people.
2013-14 সালের দিকে বিএনপি জামাত মিলে তাদের যে আন্দোলনের নামে আগুন দিয়ে পুড়িয়ে মানুষ হত্যা করা, একটা গাড়িতে যে মানুষ যাচ্ছে তাদেরকে নামিয়ে তাদের গায়ে পেট্রোল ঢেলে দিয়ে আগুন দিয়ে পোড়ানো, এই ধরনের জঘন্য কাজ তারা করে যাচ্ছিল, যেটা সত্যি মানে আমি জানি না এরা মানুষের কল্যাণে রাজনীতি করে না। আজকে যারা সেই আগুনে পুড়েছে, যারা মারা গেছে তারা তো মারা গেছে, যারা বেঁচে আছে তারা কিন্তু এখনো ভুক্তভোগী, এখনো প্রতিনিয়ত তাদের চিকিৎসা নিতে হয় এবং আগুনে পোড়া রোগী তার চিকিৎসার কিন্তু শেষ নেই।
BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today said the government has snatched all forms of people's rights, including their voting franchise, in order to cling to power. He made the remark while addressing a BNP rally in Sylhet town this afternoon.
বিচার বিভাগ এখন স্বাধীন নাই। ওই ডিসি সাহেব, ওই আপনার এসপি সাহেব, আপনার আইন মন্ত্রণালয় থেকে যে সব নির্দেশ আসে সেইভাবে কাজ করতে হয় তাদের। সেইভাবে হয়, জামিন হয়, নাহলে জামিন হয় না, সাজা হয় না, ঠিক না? মানুষের অধিকারকে কেড়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে, ভোটের অধিকার কেড়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে, আমার প্রতিনিধি নির্বাচন করবার জন্য যে আমার সাংবিধানিক অধিকার আছে তাকে কেড়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে।
Regarding unplanned development in Dhaka, Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir today said that Dhaka's condition is sad and appalling to watch. He made the remarks while participating in a discussion on feasibility study of subway construction in Dhaka, project's final draft report held this afternoon at Sheraton, Dhaka.
সবচেয়ে অপরিকল্পিত একটা শহর, কোনো প্ল্যান ছাড়াই এই শহর গড়ে উঠেছে। এই সিটির এখন যে অবস্থা, সাবওয়ে আমাদের করতেই হবে, এর কোনো বিকল্প নেই। পারবো পদ্মা যে করতে পারে, সাবওয়েও সে করতে পারে।
The Rapid Action Battalion's success in combating crime with upholding humanity is unprecedented in the world, said its Director General Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun. He said this while speaking at a program on Arab Memorial Day organized at the force's headquarters to commemorate those who died while performing their duties. Highlighting the force's success and sacrifices of the deceased members, he asked RAB personnel to perform their duties upholding human rights and going beyond individual interests. So far, 328 robbers have surrendered to RAB and were rehabilitated, he said.
সারা দেশে আইনশৃঙ্খলা পরিস্থিতি নিয়ন্ত্রণ সহ সন্ত্রাসমুক্ত সমাজ প্রতিষ্ঠায় র্যাব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা পালন করছে। র্যাবের সদস্য হিসেবে সব ধরনের ব্যক্তিস্বার্থ, লোভ, প্রতিহিংসার ঊর্ধ্বে থেকে মানবাধিকার সমুন্নত রেখে আমাদের উপর অর্পিত দায়িত্ব যথাযথভাবে আমরা পালন করব।
The Agriculture Ministry has formed a 4-member panel to probe the deaths of 2 farmers in Rajshahi who allegedly ended their lives for not getting irrigation water for their land. The committee has been asked to submit its report within a week, the ministry said in a notification. Mohammad Abu Jubair Hossain Bablu, a joint secretary of the ministry, has been made the convener of the committee, while the commissioner and the magistrate of Rajshahi district, the executive engineer of Bangladesh Agricultural Development Corporation, NATOR, and the executive engineer of Barendra Multipurpose Development Authority, NOGA, are its other members. Ukrainian and Russian negotiators are holding face-to-face talks in Istanbul on Tuesday as Ukraine resumed evacuations from territory occupied by Russian forces and clung on in the besieged city of Mariupol. The talks were taking place with the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in attendance and under the shadow of shock allegations that delegates were poisoned at a previous round of negotiations. Erdogan, meanwhile, called on the delegations to put an end to this tragedy, saying both Russia and Ukraine have legitimate concerns ahead of the meeting in Istanbul. Kyiv said its top priority from the discussions is to secure an immediate ceasefire, but both sides have played down the prospect of any breakthrough. President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukrainian forces have retaken control of Irpin, a key town located near the capital Kyiv. It is now more than a month since Russian President Vladimir Putin's tanks rolled into Ukraine, hoping to cripple or oust the democratic government in Kyiv. The fighting has already forced more than 10 million from their homes, and according to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, it has killed an estimated 20,000 people. Will Smith has apologized to Chris Rock after he slapped him at the Oscars, saying his behavior was unacceptable and inexcusable. He begged the apology in a statement, saying he would like to publicly apologize to Chris. It comes after the Oscars Film Academy condemned Smith over the incident and announced a formal review. The star slapped Rock in the face on stage after the comic made a joke about the actor's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Rock had taken aim at Pinkett Smith's shaved head, a result of the hair loss condition alopecia. Shortly after, Smith picked up the first Oscar of his career for playing the father of tennis legends Venus and Serena Williams in King Richard. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. Fuel supply disrupted in 15 districts as Khulna workers enforce strike. BNP Jamaat don't do politics for people's welfare, kill people in movement's name, says PM. Government snatches people's rights to vote, Fokhrul tells a Sylhet rally. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of NTV's our popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khobor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.